My name is Alex, and many of you know me as a founder of Dispatch Training Center, YouTuber, and that push it instructor and sassy dispatcher who is trying to change trucking for the better. Well, what's going on today? Today we are starting our next freight dispatch training. And believe it or not, I've been doing it for years, but every time I am getting nervous. Even my son, he came from work today and he's asked, Mom, is your class starting today? Why are you getting nervous? You know what you're doing. You are good at it. So don't be afraid. Don't get this tingling emotions. But you know what? Why I'm nervous? Because I always meet new people. People come from different backgrounds. People come with different missions and they come with a different idea what freight dispatching is about. And many of you probably have been watching me for quite a while and then you decided to join my class. Our classes are interactive. They are not pre-recorded. You're gonna be part of the class. You have to do bunch of quizzes, bunch of homeworks, and of course, you need to make sure that you learn the basics of dispatching. Do you need to have a certain tasks? Polish? Yes, you have to be good in multitasking. You have to learn load boards. You have to know how to build relationships. You need to be fast in calculating that rate per mile. You have to learn how to say no to the brokers because a good dispatchers are dispatchers who actually making sure that company is surviving. I can talk about dispatching probably 24/7, but we're gonna see today why people are choosing to be a freight dispatcher. Why people choosing our training? And what is the idea behind their mind? What are their goals? Are they looking to be a company dispatcher? Are they looking to be an independent dispatcher? Are they looking to start trucking company? You guys already know me as Alex, as Sassy Dispatcher, that direct Yuki girl, right? Who has a mission to do what? To change trucking for the better through education. So we're gonna start with we have a 12 people. So smaller class. Usually the classes on weekends are way bigger. So you're kind of lucky. But that means I will be picking on you. That means I will be checking on all the homework and assignments. So you have to work harder. So welcome. And let's just start. I'm gonna just tell your name, and if I am saying it not correct, please forgive me and correct me because it takes me sometimes few classes to make sure that pronunciation is correct. I will always have my Yuki accent, and I am not really worried about this. But tell me, why are you in the class? Do you have experience? Where are you located? And what is your goal? So let's start with I think both of you are Serbian guys. Let's start with Serbia. Serbia is one of the country who is killing trucking because they don't have a good foundation. So let's start with Milas.
Sure,
Milas,
yeah. I mean, you're right about that. I mean, we're killing trucking slowly but surely. Oh, well, not just Serbians to be exact. I mean, Eastern Europeans mostly, but different nationalities for sure. I mean, as far as why I'm here, I've been in trucking, around trucking for quite a while. I used to work on the other side of trucking, providing different services through like trailer insurance, factoring services, and then I switched to trucking and started working with a couple of friends of mine. Been working on a driver management, accounting, recruiting, and I dwelt with the operation here and there. I never had any experience in dispatch, and I believe that this times really require a good dispatch and somebody who knows what he's doing to, be successful, but to survive all of this. So I wanted to obviously learn something about dispatch and join, even help out the team and see how I can contribute and hopefully find some brokers, shippers, receivers, something that we can rely on. So.
Did you start dispatching yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. I wanted to go. I mean, I have an idea, obviously, what dispatch is, but as I said, not much experience. None, actually. I never booked a single load. So I would rather go through this class, learn it, and then start with some extra knowledge, I would say.
Sounds like a plan. So we're gonna make sure that you're gonna take over the reefer department for sure because it's a little bit different and they're struggling with that. I know for fact. So we're gonna concentrate with you on that. Thank you for choosing me. And let's go to Mr. Milan. Where are you from? And maybe I was mistaken. Maybe you're not Serbian.
Yes, I am from Serbia, currently located in Serbia, but I'm a truck driver in European Union. I'm on vacation this moment, and I saw your website that you have in this moment course, and I wanted to use my time, free time, to learn something new. My goals is to become. I used to be a teacher for 15 years, IT and economy. It was connected with the traffic because we had some classes with the traffic technicians, and I presented them economy of tracking in our school in it's east of Serbia. The place is called Bor, and it's famous about copper mining in this moment. But Chinese took all the job, so we need to go out.
So that's funny, Milan. You're from Bor?
And trucking is not going anywhere. Plus, you have a lot of Serbian companies who have a lot of drivers in the USA. And at some moment, you're going to be tired of driving. So you probably want some remote job where you can still make decent money. Correct?
Yes, I worked for 15 years in school and 10 years in trucking in European Union. I changed two companies. The first was in Austria. Now the second one is was in Norway, but Denmark company bought that part of trucking in. So I'm now in Denmark company, but actually I didn't change anything. Only owners changed.
Only the name. Well, welcome to the class. So see, guys, you're gonna learn first. For all of you, you're gonna learn how to understand everybody's accent, right? You're gonna understand that trucking has so many different faces, nationalities, backgrounds, and we are all here to do our job as a pro dispatcher because now we're on this side. So in this class, this is gonna be your first chance to start building a relationship, right? Not to lose your cool or patience because some of you probably have a better English, right? But some of you don't even speak more than one language. So here we're gonna learn how to make sure we all get connected because we're here to learn, okay? So welcome. I know now it's late for you. So, oh, actually, it's really early for you. So what time is it now? Like 3 a.m.?
1 a.m. 1 a.m.
1 a.m. So see, he's willing to learn even in the middle of the night. So thank you for that. Let's go to Javier. Javier, why dispatch? Where are you located? You look like a big boss already, serious face, you know, the headset. So what is your goal?
Um, well, my goal, I used to work in a warehouse, um, and I was I was kind of a clerk. So I used to see the truck drivers, and I always found it interesting, but I don't think myself capable of driving a truck big, like a trailer. So I was I wanted to do something like that, and I don't know, I saw your course online and your class online, and I was like, maybe I'm gonna try it.
Okay. And where are you located, Javier?
I'm in Illinois.
Oh, you're in Illinois.
Yeah.
Good. Wow. So you can come and see me in person if you're not gonna do your homework. Wow, look at this. We're gonna make sure that you study. Well, welcome to the class. Let's go. So why me? Why dispatching? What is the goal?
I chose dispatching because after getting tired of working in construction, I needed something that I can invest myself in that nobody could take away from me. And once I found this and learned more about it, I figured out that this was something that I'm really interested in. I've taught myself as much as I can for like the past year or two. And after I came across your YouTube videos, that always gave me more inspiration because I like the way you are no nonsense, but you're not rude about it. You talk about making the industry better. So to me, that is a place where I want to be, somebody that wants to make this industry better. And if I can be a part of that by learning from you, and I felt like that was the best way that I can go.
So your goal is to become an independent dispatcher, right? To build a
Yeah.
service for carriers and change trucking for the better. So see, we have Mr. Milas. He is a company employee, right? Then we have Mr. Hodder, who decides to be an independent dispatcher. So right here, let's talk about, we're gonna continue with introduction, but right here, what is the difference between company dispatcher and an independent dispatcher? Who can do it really fast? Company dispatcher does what?
Slower for a company. Directly
Works for
just for
one
one
company,
company.
right?
One company.
One company, and we're not talking about them faking the system and having two, three different MCs. It's still one owner, right? Because the
Yeah.
reality of trucking, we're gonna learn here. But you go, and usually the company dispatchers, because COVID is over, you go to the office, right? So company dispatcher goes to the office 5 times a week from usually 7:30 till 5, right? How many trucks can company dispatcher dispatch? Good. What do you think, guys? What is the number?
It depends on again, right now, I mean, it's tougher to get the load, so I would say maybe 5, 6 trucks.
Okay. So let's write it down right here. I don't care if you've been doing it for 5 years, if you have 5 stars like me in this market to do a good job, to really do a good job and do not put your carrier out of business, you cannot dispatch more than 6, 7 trucks with experience. As a beginner, you will start with 3, 4 trucks. And this is a thing you need to understand because when you guys gonna go apply for the job, and they're gonna say, well, Javier, we want you to dispatch right away 10 trucks. Well, it's not gonna be possible, right? It's gonna be overwhelming. Okay, so dispatcher works for company. How do they get compensated? It depends. Mostly it's still 1099 in the USA. Some companies pay W-2, but again, reality of the trucking is what? Nobody wants to be on W-2 in trucking. I don't care if you're a dispatcher, if you are a safety manager, if you are owner, if you are driver, correct? Correct. So how are you gonna get paid? It's between you and the company who is paying you. How much do they usually pay nowadays? For example, in Chicago market, or they pay you per truck, $250 to $300 per week per truck. So if you dispatch 5 trucks, there you go. 300 multiplied by 5 trucks by 3, 1,500 a week, right? So this is your salary approximately. An independent dispatcher, what is the biggest difference there?
Well, independent contractor works with multiple companies. And
So he's a business owner, right?
yeah,
So you are a business owner, and here is a different hat for you. As a business owner, now you need to run this as a business. Nobody's looking for you for carriers. Nobody's is telling you what time you should wake up. Nobody tells you how many hours. So you run this as a business. What are pluses about being an independent dispatcher? Well, you can work from home. You can work in different country and you can dispatch different small carriers. Let's say I found carrier with 1 truck, I found another with 2 trucks, and another one with 1 truck. So total, I also have only 4 trucks, but I will be representing in this case 3 different carriers, correct? In this case, since they do not have an office and they only have 1 or 2 trucks, in this case, should we justify charging them more for dispatch? Yes, and that's why usually dispatchers, independent dispatchers, make more than a company dispatchers. Unless what? Unless they are work for Serbian company or Ukrainian, right, Mr. Millis? And they are stealing from the drivers and the company compensate them from that. But we are not learning how to do this. We're gonna learn how to be honest about this business and provide good care. So, company and independent dispatcher. Those are 2 main things. Well, who can answer me this? Since I want to be an independent dispatcher, do I need to apply for MC? Do I need to apply for USDOT? Do I need to get an insurance? And for people who've been in the industry like Mr. Mills, I know you know the answer. Let others to answer. So Joanne, what do you think? Now I'm building my business. I'm calling it Joanne Dispatch Service. You found Mr. Javier, he has one truck. You found Mr. Mills with two trucks. For you to start dispatching, do you need to have MC, DOT, insurance? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
For the
Yes. So
MC.
how many people say yes? Let's put their hands up. I say yes. Xana say yes. Javier say yes. Well, all of us, we're gonna minus 1 star. In my class, you guys gonna gain in stars and losing stars. So minus 1 star because let's write it down in red. As a dispatcher, you are representing carrier. So you providing service, finding the loads, doing their paperwork, negotiating, but you do not need to have MC, DOT, or insurance. So let's make it clear. So when the next time I ask again, Miss Joanne, and you're gonna say yes, you're gonna lose 10 stars, right? So now we already know as a dispatcher, no insurance required, no MC, no USDOT, no BOC3, nothing. You just need the knowledge and a carrier. Okay, let's continue. Let's introduce everybody else. We have Jesus. Jesus, how are you? Tell us why dispatch, where you located, and what is the big goal?
So I found, well, actually, my dad was the one that recommended me your videos, and he told me to basically take your class. I pretty much already worked for him as a dispatcher, but more knowledge, more power. Understand things better. Um, I know sometimes these brokers don't like to negotiate sometimes with you. They just kind of like just go with whatever they want. So I'm trying to,
Where are you
know a
guys
little bit more.
located? Where are you guys located? Which state?
We are from Texas,
Texas.
South
How many
Texas.
trucks do you operate?
At the moment, we currently have 3 trucks operating. We're just
What
a
type
small
of
business.
trailers? What type of trailers?
Reefers.
Reefers, reefer company. Okay, so he's here to what? To learn more because probably dad started company, probably dad was a driver for a long time, right? And now he needs some help. So we are here to learn, especially for reefers. So we're gonna pay attention what to do and not to do. And we're gonna empower Jesus so he can become good dispatcher and hopefully good safety manager in the future as well. So welcome to the class. Now let's go. I believe we're done with the boys, right? Big boys, we're done with them. So let's go to our powerful girls. Here is a big news for you. Doesn't matter how good boys are learning this. Doesn't matter how good they think they are. They will never beat us girls. We are the best in dispatching and we're gonna prove it to you 1,000 times more. But you still have a chance if you guys listen to some tips. So let's go to Fatima. Fatima, why dispatch? Where are you from? And what is the goal?
Yeah, hello, nice to meet you, everyone. Um, yeah, let me introduce myself just a little bit. My nationality, I'm Kurdish from north of the Iraq. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and my main goal, I have my CDL, and also I have my tanker and hazmat and what bus endorsement, what they call, and uh, and I'm single mom with the 2 teenager. I love to doing trucking, and I figure out not the right time to go to do the trucking this moment, and how I can get more knowledge, and because it's my plan to do trucking in the future. I love to do driving, and I love to be independent dispatcher in the future.
Okay, well, welcome. Look at her, powerful girl.
Thank
CDL,
you.
all the endorsements, single mom. Look at her. So She's looking to get the knowledge first before she jumps into it. So that's very smart decision, right? Because you don't want to start doing this burned out and then you're like, oh, it's impossible to be dispatcher. It's possible if you have knowledge, right? So welcome. Wow.
Thank
You
you. And I
you
know
are my
multiple,
hero.
thank you. I know multiple language, and I say probably that skill I have. I was like the like I know your background. And my main reason I saw you, you are very confident, powerful woman, and I thought it is the best option I can do for my training.
Well, thank you so much. And again, she speaks different languages, right? Multilingual. Is that gonna help her? Yes, it's gonna help her, right? Because we have the drivers with different backgrounds. So she probably gonna find carriers from her country, right? So it's going to be easier. Well, let's go to Miss Joanne. Miss Joanne, where are you from? Remember to mark down -1 star. We all honest here. We're gonna build the honesty here. So whoever said yes, Oksana, to -1 star. If you receive 10 star during the class, you're gonna have one-on-one training of your choice with me one day, whatever you wanna cover. So you wanna get those stars. Okay, Joanne. So tell us about yourself.
So yes, I live in Florida. Or I've been here for about, I guess, more than 30 years. I've been living since I was young. I was working in the hospitality industry for about 10 years. And so I wanted to do something more where I can leave a legacy for my kids. And so this is really the reason why I chose dispatch and to be able to work from home because I have a 1-year-old. So I wanted to make sure I spend more time with her as well. So, and spend more time with my other kids as well. So my husband is actually a truck driver. He's over the road a lot. So he's been doing it for about a year now. So we are thinking of opening our own trucking company. So we started our LLC already. We applied for our MC. That's why I said that. Because I was thinking of like more towards
About
what I'm
carrier.
doing.
Mhm.
So yes, and I chose to take your class because you are definitely a teacher and I wanted to learn the industry in and out, and you're very passionate about what you're doing and you have integrity in it, and that was important to me. I've seen other teachers which were really good as well, but your teaching I understood and I was able to really take it in, and it led me to even like be passionate about trucking and wanting to learn. I was a hospitality manager for about 4 years, so I'm hoping to use those skills in dispatch and communication and making sure that I, stay communicate with all my carriers and make sure that I provide them the best service and reliable service. So I saw all that stuff that you've done. Like I've watched a bunch of your videos, so I thought it was a great idea to take your class. Yeah, it's
Well,
definitely an
thank you so
investment.
much.
And yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Joanne. Wow, you're gonna make me flash here. It's kind of, it's good to get the words from you guys. It's really what makes me moving. A lot of times I'm like, okay, I'm done. I have so many things to do. I'm done. And then like, every class somebody tells me this, and I'm like, okay, I'm not done. We have a mission here. We're not quitting the mission. But thank you, Joanne. So what does she has? What the biggest thing she has for her future success? Communication skills, right? She's already been communicating with different people, and that's one of the biggest things that dispatcher need to learn. Communicate. We're gonna be in the middle, in between shippers, receivers, pissed brokers, not happy drivers, owner who is telling you what are you doing, right? So that communication and working under the stress is going to be crucial, right? So remember, we all gonna have bad days. We all gonna have bad moments. Most of you are gonna use that F word more than once. But remember, you professional, come back, start all over. If you need to walk out for 5 minutes, you have to scream, I'm done with trucking, scream, and come back and do what I'm gonna teach you to do, right? So yes, it's gonna be lots of stress, but is it manageable? Yes. So welcome, Joanne. So let's see to Yana. Yana Nikitenko, I guess what? We're gonna guess that she's Ukrainian probably, right? By her last name. See, I have a crystal ball right here.
Yes, good evening. I'm from Ukraine, now live in Florida. And my husband is truck driver, but without CDL, before 26,000 pounds, hot shot.
She's already given us weight and terminology. No CDL is required if equipment is under 26,000. Good job. So
Yes.
Yana, why dispatch?
Why? Because the most goal is money. Because
so you wanna,
we
start
paid
making money.
Yes, because we many paid more amount. I mean, just for dispatching, this percent. I mean,
So you
10,
wanna run
12.
your own company. So you wanna open your own company, run it, dispatch your
Yes,
husband,
we
right?
have a company, but without MC and used it. And now we open MC and use DOT.
We're gonna clear that. Okay, so
my husband.
Sure that she keeps money in the house. She doesn't want to pay Millis for dispatch. She doesn't want to pay Javier for dispatch. She wants to be in control of her company and money, which is a good decision.
Yes, my husband told me 2 years ago, but I'm not sure if my English skills enough for this job. But I decided trying. And
you're gonna try, and we're gonna improve English. You're gonna work on it, and you're gonna succeed. So welcome to the class, Yana.
Thank you.
Let's go to Miss Tony. Miss Tony, why dispatch? What is the goal?
Oh, excuse me. Hi. I wanted to have my own company. And then there's a friend of mine who has a some box trucks, and he's been having issues with dispatching. So he was gonna have me to do dispatching. I told him I'd do it for him. So, and then I could travel. I like to travel and be able to do something while I'm there, be able to make some money. So, yeah. I decided to do
now? Do you do anything right now?
Yeah. Right now I work at the post office, but
okay. So communication skills are there. Patience in post office is there, right?
Yes.
Look at this. So you already almost a pro dispatcher. Well, welcome to the class. Who do we have? We still have three more girls. We have Monique. Monique.
I'm DC, Washington, DC, and I currently drive the public transportation bus, and which is a class B. But I have studied under class A a while ago, but I just settled for the B. But then I started watching your YouTube videos and other YouTube videos about dispatching, and I really start liking trucking and learning everything about trucking. And I just wanted to eventually become an independent freight dispatcher.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good idea. So, see how powerful social media is. She wanted to do something, but then she started watching and see the most powerful thing she says, she started loving trucking industry, because to be a dispatcher, you guys have to love trucking. Otherwise, you're gonna quit even after 5-10 classes, right? So welcome, Monique. I think you are the youngest one. How old are you? Are you the youngest one in your class? Or you just look that
I'm 38.
38? Really? Wow. You look like 19. I thought you were the youngest one. Let's go to Albina. Why dispatch? You sign up like last minute. You jump in the last.
Happy 4th of July, the promo code. Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Albina. Originally, I'm from Russia, but I've been living in Miami for 5 years and working in restaurant business for 5 years. My goal is just to get rid from restaurants and work remote, because I want to travel more, I want to explore more, I want to see my family more. So yeah, and my boyfriend was watching videos on YouTube, and suddenly one of the interviews just showed, and he told me, Albina, why not try this one? And after that, I started watching videos with you, and I was like, I really like her. I want her to be my teacher. So here I am.
Okay, well, welcome, Albina. So we'll see. Again, communication skills are there. Multitasking, right, is there. She knows how to deal with all that. So she only needs that foundation, how to do this work. And we have one more student, Oksana. So Oksana, why dispatch? She's been trying to sign up for few classes and class passed by, class passed by. Finally, she made that decision. Of course, every time I tell her, Oksana, sign up at least 2-3 weeks prior. No, the last minute. So we'll see. We're gonna make sure that she has extra homework for that. So why dispatch?
Hi guys, I'm Oksana. I'm Ukrainian. Uh, Recently, I lived in New York. I live in New York, but now I'm in Orlando, and tomorrow I will fly to Las Vegas. I'm,
Okay.
I'm in.
She's traveling. She lives in New York right now. She's in Orlando. Tomorrow she's flying to Las Vegas. Well, good. At least what? At least she learning the country, right? So we're gonna make sure we ask her about all the abbreviations. So why dispatch, Oksana? Because I know your background. You're an accountant. You back in Ukraine. You were an accountant. Why do you want to be a dispatcher?
I'm in the United States. I live here only for 1 year. And now I speak little better English, and I decide to change my life, to change my job. Maybe for start, I'd like to work like um dispatcher in one company for learn good this job, and maybe in future I can become independent dispatcher and work for myself. This is my.
Wow, good job. See you guys. See, Oksana has a goal. And she has a different if I talked to her a few times and she's been doing a lot of things in her life. She's very adventurous, but look, it doesn't matter, guys, right? If you've been here for 1 year, if you live in a different country, if you want to do something, it's all starts with knowledge. So welcome to the class. Thank you for choosing me. Again, tell you right away, I am direct. Classes along, sometimes I will be sarcastic. Do not take it personal. Do not cry, especially boys. No cry babies here, right? Yes, we need to survive this. So we're gonna have some fun. So let's start. Everything you